Hi students, actually we are learning chemical properties of amines, right? So many reaction we have finished. So the continuation we are going to see now, okay? So the first chemical reaction already we have finished. What are reactions we have finished? Acylation, Scotton-Bowman reaction, and then primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine react with nitrous acid. Up to that we have finished. Now carbyl amine reaction. What do you mean carbyl amine reaction? See, certain amount of catalyst, some particular catalyst if you take for particular reaction, based on that we'll name that, or depending upon the smell of product we'll name the reaction. Okay, here carbylamine reaction based on its smell. Okay, like carbonyl compound amine smell. Okay, now what are the things we have to take? As usual, primary amine, because carbylamine reaction is a test for primary amine. So one of the tests, suppose if you want to confirm whether it is primary, secondary, tertiary amine, we can use this for primary amine. So ethylamine, we are going to take ethylamine with chloroform. What's the molecular formula for chloroform? CHCl3, and then potassium hydroxide 3 moles. Okay, what type of reaction will take place? It will produce ethyl isocyanate. Okay, it will form cyanate compound. How? Listen carefully. This 3 chlorine with 3 potassium will go as a potassium chloride. Okay, right. Remaining 2 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen with 3 OH. It will go as a 3 OH group. So what are the remaining? You just write C2H5NC. So C2H5N, actually double bond. There is a double bond between carbon, triple bond, because 2 hydrogen we are removing here. Here also 1 hydrogen. Okay, or simply you can write NC. Okay, then what are the side product? We will get 3 KCl, then 3 moles of water. Okay, so this cyanide actually usually will get CN. CN means cyanide. NC we got, so isocyanide. So what is the name of this compound? Ethyl isocyanate is the name of the compound. Okay, next we are going to learn another carbylamine reaction. Okay, you can use this benzene, that means aniline also we can use. Okay, but in our book they are given only this carbylamine reaction. You can use this aniline, okay, for the same reactant. If you carry this all this reagent, you will get PCH5NC. Okay, plus 3 KCl 3 H2O. So just I am giving the hint how it may be produced. Okay, then another important reaction, naming reaction, mustard oil reaction. This is also one of the test for primary amine. If you want to test the primary amine, you can use it. Okay, what's another name? Mustard oil reaction. Mustard oil reaction. So in the mustard oil reaction, what are the reagents we have to take? Primary amine with carbon disulfide CS2 with the presence of the catalyst mercury chloride HgCl2. One by one we will write. C2H5, that means ethyl amine. In our book they are taken methylamine, so we can take methylamine, no props. CH3N2 methylamine, which is treated with carbon disulfide. Yes, double bond C, yes, for time purpose I am writing the term. Okay, right. Now what will happen? From this two hydrogen, one will migrated towards this sulfur. Then the bond will connect with the nitrogen. Simple. From two hydrogen you shift one hydrogen towards sulfur. So because of that increase of valency, this bond will break and form bond with nitrogen. So what is the product? CH3 N. There is only one hydrogen. Then carbon. In the carbon we have double bond sulfur. One side, another side SH. Okay. Are you clear how the double bond becoming single bond? But which is not our expected final product. This is an intermediate. Further on reaction with mercury chloride HgCl2. It will give the final product. Listen, this mercury will combine with the sulfur. Mercury sulfide will go HgS. Then one hydrogen, another hydrogen. So it will go as a 2HCl. 1 to 2Cl. So 2HCl will go. Remaining CH3N. Actually here we have removed one hydrogen, no? So it will form double bond. Double bond C, double bond S. Usually NC forms means we will say isocyanate. Okay. With sulfur we have, so this is called isothiocyanate. That's the name of this compound. Methyl isothiocyanate. Thio indicates the presence of sulfur. Okay. Methyl isothiocyanate. Next we can use the aniline, the same type of reaction. What type of product will you get? Listen. What is the molecular formula for aniline? Benzene ring with NH2. Here we have to take 2 moles of aniline. Okay. Treated with carbon disulfide. S double bond C S in the presence of mercury chloride. See here, it will connect with the hydrogens of both nitrogen. This aniline, you can split this hydrogen. So remove the hydrogen sulfide gas, H2S gas. Now what happened? Each one hydrogen is removed. So you can connect this double bond, one with the first one, another with another one. You will get some complex compound. What is that? Benzene ring is attached with the NH. One of the hydrogen is removed. It is connected with carbon. Here also we have NH with benzene ring. Okay. Now the carbon is connected with C double bond S. The carbon is connected with sulfur. Okay. Actually, this is called diphenyl thiourea. In the previous, that means the old book, only up to this they are given. But here with con HCl, concentrated HCl, if you heat, what will happen? It will produce the rearrangement reaction. How? Oh, with this one hydrogen, it will go as a NH2 group. Okay. Then this hydrogen will combine with the Cl. It will go as a HCl. What's the remaining? N double bond C double bond S with aniline. Aniline they didn't give in the book. Okay. But main product you should know. Phenyl isothiocyanate is the name of this compound. Okay. So both are mustard oil smell. Okay. Both products giving the mustard oil smell. That's why we are saying mustard oil reaction. This is given by Hoffman. So we can say Hoffman's mustard oil reaction. Okay. The next reaction, actually with the substitutions in the benzene ring. Aniline, we know that, aniline also one type of amine. So in the aniline, benzene ring may undergoing the substitution. In the electrophilic substitution reaction, aniline will undergo electrophilic substitution reaction. Why it is undergoing electrophilic substitution reaction? See, this lone pair electron will shift towards here, so it will form minus. Then if you shift, this bond will form minus. Then if you shift here, it will form minus. So ortho position and para position, we can see the minus charge. So where we have the minus, the positive can approach. Which one is called a positive charged ion? Electrophile. Okay. So electrophilic substitution reaction will take place in the aniline. So the first reaction, bromination. Bromination of aniline. Aniline is treated with bromine. Here we have to take 3 moles of bromine. See, bromine water. That means bromine dissolved in the water. Okay. At the same time, you can take another reagent, bromine with acetic acid. Either or any one you have to take. Now what will happen? Here all the hydrogens, ortho position and para position. Totally 6 bromine we have. 1, 2, 3 bromine will go as a HBr. Remaining 3 bromine we can substitute in the place of hydrogen. So we will get dibromoaniline. What's the name of the product? Dibromoaniline. So 1, 3, 5. Sorry. 2, 4, 6 dibromoaniline. What's the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 4, 6 dibromoaniline. It will form white color precipitate. Okay. So the precipitate also they will ask. It will produce white color precipitate. Okay. Then bromination, if you want particularly in ortho position or only in the para position, how will you prepare? That also we can prepare by taking the additional reagent acetic anhydride. Okay. So aniline NH2 with acetic anhydride. In your book they are given CH3CO twice O. Okay. This is nothing but we know already CH3 C double bond O C double bond O CH3. Okay. So CH3, yes, you can use here itself. From these 2 hydrogen, you take it 1 hydrogen separately. That hydrogen will go as a acetic acid. CH3COOH. Now the CH3CO group can added with NH. So NHCOCH3. Now we can add the bromine with water or acetic acid. Now what will happen? Selectively we can go with the para position. So from 2 bromine, 1 bromine will go as a HBr, another one you can add up here. So the product you will get para-bromo acetamide, acetanilide, which is having special name acetanilide. Okay. But we want only bromination of aniline. No, if you use water, that water will ionize H plus OH minus. This OH will combine with CH3CO group. Acetic acid will go out. CH3COOH. Then H you can add in the NH. You will get NH2. The aniline written back. Then we got bromination. Bromination means addition of bromine. So if you want selectively in the para position, you have to take acetic anhydride. Why, sir, we are taking the acetic anhydride here? It will inactivate the lone pair electron in the nitrogen. So easily you can substitute only in the para position. That reason also they are given. Listen, NHCO CH3, which have a lone pair electron, it will form delocalization with this carbonyl carbon. You can remember, carbonyl carbon will form delocalization. Suppose if you have oxygen means this electron can be migrate both places. Like these electrons can delocalize here because of that reason. Listen, it may produce NH double bond plus charge CO minus. Because of this formation, it is more stable. The electron, lone pair electron will not affect or it will not come inside to the benzene ring. Because of that, we can selectively brominate. Okay. Now, the next reactions. Nitration. What do you mean nitration? We know that addition of NO2 group. So aniline is treated with nitric acid HNO3 in the presence of sulfuric acid. If you take it directly, what will happen? It may produce three types of nitration. One is the hydrogen from the ortho position. The nitric acid I will write HONO2. Water will go, NO2 we can add up. So one type of nitration, orthonitроaniline, or this hydrogen you can remove as a water. Then you may get paranitроaniline. Then as usual another ortho position. You know that next to the substitution both sides are called ortho. So this also orthonitроaniline. Okay. So we can get orthonitроaniline as well as paranitроaniline. If you think of this, both are same. So you can have the meta directing substitution also. Here also you can add up NO2. So all the three position, ortho position, para position, meta position, you can add the NO2. Try. In case if you want only in the particular position NO2 added means you can take as usual acetic anhydride here. If you take acetic anhydride, what will happen? The previous reaction we have studied, CH3CO COCH3. Okay, one of these hydrogen will go as a acetic acid. COCH3 group will deactivate the lone pair electron NHCOCH3. Okay, now you can nitrate by using nitrating mixture. Which one is called nitrating mixture? The temperature 298 Kelvin, HNO3 as well as H2SO4 is called nitrating mixture. Now what will happen? If you want para position, you will get para nitrobenzene aniline. How will you split the nitric acid? HO NO2. Water will go, NO2 you can add. So the product is here NHCO CH3 para nitroacetanilide. Okay, this is called acetanilide. Okay, now if you take water, it will go as a acetic acid HOH. You can remove acetic acid, we will get NH2 aniline with nitration. So both mechanisms are same, bromination as well as nitration. We have to inactivate the lone pair electron in the nitrogen. Okay, then sulfonation. Sulfonation means what? Addition of SO3H group. Okay, so aniline is treated with sulfuric acid H2SO4. This you can SO3H, like you can split up. Then because of lone pair electron, it will attract the proton. So we will get the intermediate NH3 plus SO4H minus. Okay, like intermediate we will get first. After that, we can add one more nitric acid. Now it will undergo the rearrangement. What rearrangement? Here we have the proton, you know, that proton is accepting this SO3H, right? How will you accept the nitric acid? How will you write HONO2? So it will go as a water. Then NO2 plus ion will emit. Instead of substituting NO2, you can shift this SO3H here. Then it will lose the proton also. NH2 SO3H. Okay. So nitric acid used to remove the proton, that's all. Then this proton will accept NO2, it will go as a nitric acid again. It will undergo some equilibrium reaction. How? The hydrogen may shift towards the nitrogen with the lone pair electron in the amine. So NH3 plus then SO3 minus, which have the special name Schwitter ion. Schwitter ion means it's having both positive charge as well as negative charge. Okay, in a single compound, if you have positive negative charge, okay, both cation and anion present in a single compound, we can say that is Schwitter ion. Okay, then aniline will not undergo any substitution reaction. That means like a Friedel-Crafts reaction. Okay, directly you cannot attach with the benzene ring. Okay, because of that, which having lone pair electron in the nitrogen. Okay, next very important compounds we are going to start. Diazonium salt compound. Diazonium salt compound means what? First, diazo means what? N double bond N group only, called diazo group. Okay, with any halogen, if you find, you can say that is diazonium compound. Already we have prepared in the previous pages by using nitrous acid and HCl with aniline or amine. We will prepare the diazonium compound. Okay, azo or diazo means N double bond N. Okay, what are the some examples of diazonium compound? The simple compound N double bond N Cl, benzene diazonium chloride, or here you can have toluene. In the toluene you may have some substitution. Here bromine you take, Br, right? Toluene, azonium bromide. Okay, then you may get the nitrated compound with N double bond N BF4 compound. Because of that, it will carry positive negative charge. Okay, right? So these are the three examples for diazonium compound. Okay, then which having special type of resonance. Because of that, it can able to stabilize some compound. See, N double bond N. If you take it in the initially, it will form triple bond. Already which having one lone pair electron. Because of that, lone pair electron is used here, which will carry positive charge. Okay, this is the initial state. Then what will happen? Because of this positive charge, this bond will form migrate and form double bond. Alternatively, this bond will go as a minus. Now there is bond, there is a double bond N, double bond N with minus. Already we have one lone pair, additionally we have minus. That minus you can write as a 2 dot. Still which having that double bond, because nitrogen having 4 bond. Further, because of this shifting of this bond, here it will carry the positive charge. To balance this positive charge, you can shift this double bond here. Now the next step, here double bond n plus double bond n minus is remaining the same, double bond shifted, so positive charge, the existing double bond. Next, what will happen? This bond will migrate here to neutralize this positive charge. So here we will get another para position. You will get the positive charge. As usual, n plus double bond n minus with 2 electron. Again, that positive charge can be neutralized by shifting this double bond. Then as usual, this bond will come back. You will get the previous one. The initial compound you will get. So because of this many resonance structure, variable structure it can form, it is stable. Okay, the stability of benzene diazonium chloride we can explain based on this resonance structure of diazonium compound. So preparation, already we have finished many diazonium compound. Then physical property. What do you mean physical property? See, in the physical property, it is less stable at room temperature, with cold water readily soluble, but normal water soluble, but which is not stable for a long time, right? Only the one type of compound like benzene diazonium borotetrafluorate, only more stable at room temperature and also soluble in water. Another important, which is if you test with litmus paper, it will not show any acid character or basic character, but it will conduct electricity because of it can form positive negative charge. Okay. Then chemical reactions. Chemical reaction takes place in two kinds. Based on two types, it may undergo the chemical reactions. Okay. One, the replacement of a reaction with that halogen compound. Another one, the reaction with the nitrogen compound. That means we have two branches. If you take any halogen, we have two types. So because of these two types, first type only the reaction takes place on this X. Next, the N double bond O, azo group involving reactions. So the first reaction is replacement of hydrogen. Benzene diazonium chloride. Simply you can write CH5 N double bond NCl. React with hypophosphorus acid H3PO2 and also water. You want to take water, cuprous chloride. Okay, this is just a catalyst. Remaining only will undergo the reaction. H3PO2 with this oxygen will undergo H3PO3. Now we have two hydrogen. One hydrogen will go as a HCl. This nitrogen gas will go. Another hydrogen you can add up. Listen, from water H3PO3 will go out. Two hydrogen, one hydrogen, another hydrogen. So N2 gas will go. The remaining benzene will form. Nitrogen gas H3PO3, hypophosphorus phosphonic acid will form. Okay, the same type of reaction with ethyl alcohol C6H5 N double bond NCl with ethyl alcohol means CH3CH2OH. Now what will happen? You take these two hydrogen. One hydrogen will go as a water. Another hydrogen we can add up. So you can remove the nitrogen gas. Here also we will get the benzene ring with the nitrogen gas and also CH3CHO aldehyde compound with HCl also. Okay. Then Sandmeyer reaction, Gattermann reaction. Okay. By taking the copper salt, cupric chloride, cuprous chloride. If you take, we can finish the class because we don't have the remaining Sandmeyer Gattermann reaction. We will see in the next video because insufficient space. Okay, my dear students, up to that replacement of hydrogen, learn well. Thank you.